If 1v1 didn't clip it, then it ain't clipped right.
There's a bunch of our guys all throughout the country that are hooping. So, pull up with them and kind of get into the circle. Let's see what you got. It'd be an easier way to step into this. Big Draco. BJ commented his YouTube. 1v1. If you guys haven't yet, go to the Next Chapter Instagram page. Click on our page. Check that we're doing tryouts. We want to find the next few stars in this space right now. We're just grateful to be in the position that we're in. Like, you guys supporting the Next Chapter. Like, I can't stress it enough that, like, when you guys buy merchandise from us, like, we have a hoodie right here, it says 10-year overnight success. It's kind of like it's something that I wear, Jeremy wears, Devontae wears, Grayson wears. It's like kind of the background of like the people behind the business. And like, this is not something that we're doing for just this year. Like, we're trying to build an entire empire that's like, all right, you got the NBA, but then you got TNC. It's like there was boxing and then there was MMA. Like, we want to be the next chapter in basketball. So it's dope. You guys supporting us with the merch, viewing our videos, engaging with them, liking them, sharing them, subscribing, following us, all of that stuff. Like, I hope you guys really understand we put it right back into the business. It's not easy what we do, but we are a group of very dedicated people that love what we do, and we want to give so many people chances to create something in their life that wasn't possible without the Next Chapter. Shout out 1v1 too, because I love watching all the 1v1 stuff. I love this basketball community so much. It feels like another family. Everybody's just like tight. Like, that's dope. Appreciate that, Mike. Lancaster again. It's gonna be some time since the next time that we go out there. There's so many cities that we need to give the chance to show what they got. I would say for the next year, we'll probably film another 5 or 6 seasons. And by then, like, we're going to figure out the next big idea. That's something that we've always done. Like, our imagination can only be executed as far as what we're currently able to do in our budget. Like, where we're at with 300,000 subs, which thank you for that. We just hit 300,000 today. We're doing this with 300,000. If we had 3 million, 4 million, like, there'd be such crazy amounts of content coming out and so much of it. So just stick with us. Know that the Next Chapter is in here for a 10-year overnight success. I think the back of this shirt says, one day it'll look like it happened overnight or something like that. I don't know. I can't see the back of the shirt. But, basically it's just 10 years from now, somebody will look at it and be like, oh, that shit just blew up and then one day it was big. Your haircut gets me mad. Honestly, it's just wet right now, but I didn't know haircuts made people mad. Providence, what do you mean with like the head emoji? I see Kwana here. Yeah, we only did the ones for... Alright, so we did 5 episodes in Providence. And then we actually weren't able to do the second day of the event, so we turned it into some internal content where we filmed 7 episodes. And why y'all... I got a phone call, now my phone's kind of tripping out. Am I good? They drove like 5 hours. They got a hotel room. Some people even flew into the event. It was crazy. When we were in Richmond, we had 3 people fly in from New York. And like it's just insane to be able to like do something like that. We in Providence, Rhode Island, we didn't say anything publicly about this, but there was actually a WNBA player that was supposed to come with us until about a month before the actual event. So we we had something special planned for Providence, but it didn't go through. So we will be adding girls very soon to this 1v1 scene, this 2-on-2, all that. that's next for us for sure. Bring TNC to Louisiana. Well, I just said earlier in the live, you must not have been here, but we are looking to slide to New Orleans in September. If we can lock in this gym that we're talking to right now, it's going to be at a high school. If we can lock it in, which hopefully we know tomorrow, we will be filming a season in New Orleans. And New Orleans might be the first stop for tryouts so that we can properly cast the players that are coming to play in that season. Come back to VA. I would love to come back to VA. I feel like we came to VA at like 180,000 subscribers. We're at like 300,000 now. I just feel VA gave us the best competition. They gave us the best. It was just the most fun season that we had. Nothing against like Lancaster or Providence. Like, it didn't have anything to do with really what you guys did. It was just like the vibe of what Richmond was. We came across so many good players. So I would love to come back to Virginia, but it's going to be some time. We got to hit a few other cities. Come to New York and Jersey. Definitely a plan to come to Jersey. New York. Sometimes New York can get challenging because I've worked with a lot of, I've collabed with a lot of people over the last 6 years. New York events always just get messy. They always get messy. There's a lot of politics in New York City. I would love to do it the next chapter way. Make sure that it goes very smoothly and we can produce it to the level that we want. Charlotte for sure. Yeah, we want to go back to North Carolina because we had, again, 20 or 30,000 subscribers at the time that we went, and it's just we didn't get the best comp when we were in North Carolina at all. So we got to go back. But I know we didn't go to the best spot in North Carolina. You know, we were at our very early stages of the next chapter. Things are a little bit more feasible now. Houston, yeah, we have a whole entire Houston schedule already made out if we came, the Airbnb, and it's all mapped out. We just didn't have much success with finding a facility that would let us do what we do, because we work 2 months out, and trying to rent a gym and shoot what we're trying to shoot, you almost need to let somebody know 6 months ahead of time, and it's so hard to plan where you're going to go 6 months ahead of time, because if we just next month blow up and we got 1 million subscribers, we don't want to be super committed to one location when we could do something maybe even bigger, because for us it's just what we're able to do is really just a reflection of where we're at, subscribers, and what our viewership is. I know Philly's got to have a lot of people that would be great on the next chapter platform. So, and it's crazy to me, it felt weird to say the next chapter's hosting tryouts, because we're probably going to attract a lot of people from, I wouldn't even say the ages of 18 to 21. I would say 21 to 30. We're fitting an age group where people are kind of transitioning into that part of their life where they're very serious. They're getting full-time jobs. They're starting families. There's so many commitments that are going on. So it kind of seems all right, we're doing tryouts. But I feel people, once they understand the magnitude of what you can do with being a part of the next chapter, you're not only paid, you're becoming a big face in the social media space. You're being booked in a bunch of other events. You have your own YouTube channel. You got sponsors that want to work with you. You're getting Moon. He's on NBA 2K. It's not just the next chapter. It's a whole entire tier of just networking that you wouldn't get otherwise, and it's really what you make of it. Like the next chapter, we want to be the engine behind a lot of people's successes. Next video is tomorrow. Rob is playing Elijah. It's been like 2.5, maybe 3 months since we've even seen Rob hoop on the next chapter. So I'm excited to give you guys that content. It's crazy how much everybody's like fallen in love with Rob. Like he's had 3 videos I think come out on the next chapter, and that's like relatively small to a lot of guys, but like they are fiending to watch this man play again. So it's just dope to see that he's got that support, and that we're, you know, we got somebody on our squad that people really love to see. Where's Tryouts? I just joined. We haven't announced that yet. We really just want to know what city is popping, where the most people are wanting to try out, because for us, like, we're here in Florida. We can post, you know, we can post that we're doing a tryout in Florida, and there's going to be a lot of people down here, but not a lot of people that are going to want to drive really far down south to come try out. Like, we want to make it central enough that, you know, we get multiple states coming. Right now, it's not a matter of getting rid of anybody that's on the team. It's giving more opportunity to shoot additional content. So it's not like we're hosting tryouts to replace people. We're just hosting tryouts to make more content and to collectively, like, our whole idea is to have a basketball league. So with 15 guys that are on our team right now, if we do a tryout and we find another 15, then do another tryout, find another 15. Once we found enough players, we can put together a basketball league. We're at in South Carolina. Tryouts should be like in Tennessee. I think that if it's like 4 hours of driving distance, I think people would actually really do that. I could say maybe like push it to like a 5 hour, because we really want people that are very committed to this. Like if you do get signed with the next chapter, like, again, it's not just getting paid. It's like we actually are committed to growing you, because it's in our best interest to make you a star. So we're going to work really hard to make sure you pop off. If we sign you and we feel like you're a great fit for this, we're going to go mad hard at turning you into how you see Moon and a J. Lou. Like, you see them at they got over 100,000 followers. So, and that's just with the platform where it's at now. Fombi is 1v1 in between the quarters. It was a great idea. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was so some people felt like it should be all ones. Some people felt like you should only get the points that you actually scored. So like you can only get 3. The reasoning behind that, just from like the creator side, is we were like, we might film a 1v1 where it gets kind of like very competitive, and to the point where like we build the suspense to then make them play a real 1v1, just like Cam and Kel went at it during the 5s. Like if they did play a 1-on-1, it would have got pretty heated, and we would have built a great concept to go to a video moving forward. Plus, we just didn't want to make it impact the game so much, and the expectation was like Kel's side wasn't, or not Kel's, but BJ's team wasn't going to win every 1v1. Like Devontae and them, they had every single time that there was a 1v1, they had a chance to change that lead. And that would have been really cool to see that lead change. Because Day-Day's team beat them in the 5v5 by like 15, but they lost the ones. But anyways, y'all, if you guys got some good players that you want to see try out, like, please, use that post that we just posted. Send it to guys that might be on the fence about wanting to go overseas for another season. Like, they can come to the next chapter. We can work with them. Guys that are coming out of college and all that, we would love to work with as many people as we possibly can. And it might not be your time this month when we do tryouts or next month when we do tryouts, but sometime down the road, the next chapter is here for the 10-year overnight success. We're not just going to be here for 1 year and be out of here. Like, we're trying to create the YouTube version of the NBA. What did you say, BJ? They was playing catch up. We would have won the fives alone. What do you mean? No, you guys actually lost the fives outside of the ones, because game one, I got Grayson trying to call me. Game 1, Moon got 4 points. Kale got 3 points on the next one. And then BJ, you picked up 5. So, sorry, my math was at 12 points. 12 points and you guys won by 5. So, without the ones, you guys would have lost by 7. Is that true? I think, like, I want to be outside the box. So, I don't think we should join the TBT. I think we'll host our own. And I get like $1 million seems out of the question, but we do more viewership. Some of our games actually get more views than an NBA game. Like, there's about 8 teams in the NBA that get less views per game than our YouTube videos. So a year from now, we might be working with something that's big enough where we can host our own tournament. That it might not be $1 million, but it'll be something really big.